Well, welcome, traders. Welcome to another broadcast of Live Trading Talk with Oliver Velez. My name is Oliver Velez, of course, and I am your trader for life. Well, at least I hope to be. Well, I've actually lost track here of how many shows I've done thus far, and quite honestly, it's not that many, but I guess when you're my age, that sort of thing happens, right? Well, anyway, I last week had somewhat of a technical glitch, right? And I was not able to deliver my last Wednesday show on the date and time that I actually wanted to. But I did manage to do a second recording of that event and upload it to you on this system here. And I'd like to start off by saying that this topic that I spoke on is so important, not only to me, but very dear to my traders as well, that I felt it was imperative that I do whatever I needed to get the subject matter out there. Now, if you've been following my work for even a little bit of time, you know that I am I'm very adamant about one specific thing. I'm adamant about the fact that you cannot study your way to trading success. That you can spend hours upon hours each night. You can rob your family of valuable time. You can shut yourself off from the rest of the world for time immemorial, and it will ultimately make virtually no difference whatsoever in your trading or your attempted climb to trading success. That's not the way this game works. You cannot study your way to it. Now, I'm not going to go as far as saying that studying has zero impact, but it's close. Studying only has some form of impact on the person who is experiencing their first day. I mean, they're just born to this. But if after a few weeks of being involved in my world, I'm telling you, studying and its importance goes almost to zero. Yes, studying to learn the terminology of trading, studying to learn things like what is the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and studying to learn the difference between a bid and an ask, and what's a short, what does shorting mean? And okay, studying has an effect and a beneficial one for things of that nature. It's rudimentary things at the very fundamental level of understanding, the terminology, the vocabulary, the types of orders, bid, ask, at the market, protective stop. Okay. At that level, studying can help, but knowing terms is not progress from a trading perspective. That's just progress from a communicative perspective. You have to be able to communicate and understand certain things that you see on your trading platform. You have to understand certain things that certain people say. If you call your clearing firm or your brokerage firm and they shoot out, well, were you long or short? You have to know the difference for that. But that's not trading progress. So yes, in the beginning, you study terms, you study vocabulary, you study the lingo of our business. But that's not trading progress. You can know the lingo and the vocabulary up the wazoo. But let me tell you something. That has no impact on whether you are going to be a successful market speculator. That has no impact on whether you are going to be successful taking money out of the market on a consistent basis. So, again, I have shouted from every rooftop I'm allowed to shout from throughout the world saying you cannot study. You cannot read your way to trading success. I am the author of 5 international best-selling books that are written in 5 different languages. My books today, the books written by Oliver Velez, are some of the most bought books on the topic of trading in history. In fact, one of my books is the #1 bought book on the subject of day trading in history. And as a best-selling international author who has his books bought virtually every hour of the day all over the world, I am telling you that not even buying my books will do you any good toward becoming successful as a market speculator or a market trader day to day. Now, is there zero value? No, I'm not going to go that far. But again, it's at the very rudimentary level. It's at the lingo level. It's at the fundamental level. It's at the foundational level, which really doesn't have that great of a bearing on your maneuvering in the market day to day. So I come to you as one of the biggest authors in this industry, telling you that you cannot read yourself to trading success. What if that were really the case, traders? What if? Hi, Rex. Hi, guys. Guys, you can chat with me. I have traders that are logged into the Spreaker system. Chat with me. I'd like engagement with you during the show. So thank you guys for participating. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Rex, for joining in. Thank you, Jeff. I love it. I love it. So imagine this, guys. Imagine if trading success could be obtained or achieved simply by purchasing a book and reading it. Oh, how many multi-millionaire traders would we have? In fact, the very best traders would be the best readers, right? The ones who read faster and retained the most information from those books, they would be the best. They would be the most astute traders of all. But if you think that reading is going to translate into trading acumen or skill, you are living at the height of naivete. I'm not going to go as far as saying that you are stupid, but almost. It doesn't work that way. We operate in the most competitive market in the world. We operate in the most competitive market in the world that is operated by some of the brightest minds in the world. We operate in the most competitive market in the world, operated by some of the most brightest minds in the world who are backed by billions and billions of dollars. Our participants in this market are countries, not simply individuals, but countries, regions of the world. You are pitting yourself against some of the most astute beings on this planet each and every time you step into the financial market. And if you think that by stepping into this shark-infested environment with books, that you are going to come out alive, I'll say it again. You are living at the height of naivete. I'm not going to go as far as saying you're stupid, but almost. So, I have preached this message for 20 plus years. Don't you ever think that by going to a seminar, you can become successful? Not even mine. Don't you ever think that by reading a book that you have a better chance of being successful at this? Not even reading mine. Don't even think that you can burn the midnight oil looking over charts while the market is closed or not moving, or on the weekend in the comfort of your home while everything is safe and no emotional juices, no psychological demons are bothering you. You are safe in your protected environment. There are no other players vying to snuff the life out of your body, that you're nice and safe with your books and your little lamp on the side and your glass of wine or your cup of coffee, and you're now going to study. No. Give me a break. My traders will eat you alive. You cannot come into our home. You cannot even enter into our city, into our land, into our kingdom as a stranger, unfamiliar with the terrain, unfamiliar with the people here, unfamiliar with their ways, unfamiliar with their customs, and think that you're going to enter into not just our home, but our kingdom, our land, our region as a stranger, knowing nothing, and you're going to take food from us. You're going to leave in the plus column? I'm sorry. You'd be lucky if you leave alive. But trust me, if you come in with a shirt, you won't leave with a shirt. If you come in with pants, you won't leave with pants. If you come in with a bag and merchandise, you won't leave with bag. Our world is divided largely into two groups of traders. What I call the 8%ers and the 92%ers. The 8% of those who consistently win and the 92% of those who consistently make deposits for the 8%ers. Which one are you? Are you a depositor? Or are you a taker? Now, this might not make you feel very good about yourself verbally. Oliver, you mean to tell me if I'm an 8%er, I'm a taker? I take from people? Yes, you take from people. Those who deposit their funds, their families' funds, their hard-earned, worked-for money, yes, you take that. And I know from one perspective that might not sound very nice. But look at it this way. It is your duty to take. It is your duty to be the corrector, in a sense, of wrong action. It is your duty to be a deterrent to stupidity. If you come to me incorrectly, I will show you that you have come to me incorrectly. If you step in front of me not prepared, I am going to immediately correct you and show you that you are not prepared. If you come to me in a weak position, I am going to put a mirror to your face and show you your weakness in an unmistakable way. My duty is to be correct at what I do. Your job is to be correct at what you do. But if you are not correct at what you do and you come to me, I'm going to show you. And I'm going to try to show you with a force and an exactness that will make you remember it for the rest of your life. Yes, traders, my message to you is to be proud of your activity, not to shy away from it, to be exact, to be true, to almost be an unwavering law that when mistakes are made, when sloppy activity is brought to you, correct it and correct it mercilessly. No let up. And this, my friends, is a very, very noble act as far as I'm concerned. We correct our children. We chastise them when we're trying to teach them that this is a wrong action. And if I do not correct it right now, you will actually increase this action to the point where the repercussions are going to be so much larger than if I correct it right now. And so we're correctors in the market. And yes, we are takers. The reward for correcting is we get the jewels. We get the gold. We get the deposit. We do not deposit. We take. And we're proud of it. Yes, we're proud of it. So traders, with all of this being said about the fact that you can't study your way to it, you can't read your way to trading mastery, you can't seminar your way to it. So what is it that you can do? You have to do it. And isn't this the big challenge? Well, wait a minute. If I don't know how to do it, Oliver, how can I do it? And that's the thing. The know-how has to come from the doing, which means that, yes, you will be horrible in the beginning. Yes, you will be a loser in the beginning. You're supposed to be a loser in the beginning. You're supposed to pay your dues. You're supposed to make your deposits. Yes, you're supposed to earn your spot here. It's only 8% of the population that does. And yes, sometimes it's a long road. Yes, sometimes it's a difficult road. Yes, sometimes you'll want to quit. No, it won't come overnight. And if you're experiencing success right away, you're not skilled. You're an accident waiting to happen. That's called luck. That's called happen chance. Randy says, Oliver, I'm tired of making deposits. I was too, Randy. I was too, my friend. And today, we're going to talk about something that will quicken your path to the 8%. I am the last person that's going to tell you it's going to get you to becoming the 8%ers. I am not telling you that. I am telling you that what I'm going to share with you today during this broadcast is going to have an immediate impact on your trading. I mean, not next Friday, not next month, not next quarter, today, tomorrow, if you start. That there are very few things that have an immediate impact on your trading. Very few things. And what we cover today is one of them, drills. So yes, while you can't study your way to a higher state, you can drill your way to a higher state. But remember, drilling can only be done doing. We're going to cover drills. You can't just, Oliver says, someone says, well, Oliver just says all I have to do is do. I can't study. I can't read. I should stop going to seminars. I should just do. But yes, okay, let's not be too loose about this. Not just do randomly. You have to do with structure. You have to trade with structure. Because your trading is going to build your experiences, and your experiences today will have the most direct impact on your future tomorrow. Your future tomorrow is inside of your experiences today. But if you create the wrong experiences, you're going to create the wrong future. So you can't just do randomly. You have to do with structure. It's the same thing in general life. You can't just live life every day randomly, because your days today, inside of your day today, traders, is your future. If you crack today open, you will see tomorrow. But so how many people in life live every day with this thought, with this notion, with this consciousness that they know, okay, they wake up in the morning and they say, okay, today is another building block for tomorrow. What can I do to make this the very best building block of all? Who does that? How many? 8%. 92% don't. It's not just in trading, it's in life in general. So listen, the tomorrow is coming. Oh, yes. Whether you're prepared for it or not, tomorrow's coming. Your tomorrow is coming. In fact, your tomorrow is here. It's inside of today. It's inside of what you've done today. It's inside of what you've thought today. It's inside of what you've dreamt today, what you've wished today, what you've hoped for today, what you've done today. Crack everything open today and you will find tomorrow. But I guarantee you 92% of the people here listening to me, absolutely, and 92% of the people not listening to me are living life randomly every day, like their moments bleed, one moment bleeds into the next. No consciousness, no awareness, no purpose, just my Mondays kind of blend into my Tuesdays. And what I did on Monday, I did on Tuesday. And when I do on Tuesday, I do on Wednesday. And there's not much thought put into it. I just let life be and go. That's living an unconscious life. And we here do not allow our traders to live that way. So my point is that every moment of your life, you are creating an experience. And your experiences today create your realities tomorrow. In trading, you need to create the right experiences to have the right tomorrow. And so you can't do randomly like most people live life. You can't just trade randomly. Oh, your trading is so haphazard on Monday and it becomes haphazard on Tuesday and it becomes haphazard on Wednesday. And you say, wow, Oliver, I've been at this game for 5 years, but really, have you truly been at the true game of trading for 5 years, just doing whatever you want to randomly without any structure at all? Some people come to me, Oliver, you know, I have a lot of experience. I've been at this for 7 years. And then quickly I see it's been 7 years for naught. In fact, they've gone backwards because they have accumulated so much garbage, so much junk in the past 7 years that now my job of divesting them of this garbage and junk is harder than just saying, no, I don't want you. No, we can't. We don't have room. No. Watch what becomes your experience. Protect your now. Protect the experiences that you're making now. Make your experiences with awareness and consciousness. Purposefully create the experience now. This is what we do with our traders. And I'm going to teach you to do it today. Drills create the right experiences. And that's why they have an immediate effect on your trading right now, because they're creating an experience now. You don't create an experience reading a paragraph in a book. You don't create an experience in a Marriott hotel listening to some charismatic speaker with cookies and Coca-Cola in the back and a color manual on your desk in front of you and the cute little lady on the left in the chair next to you. That's not creating a trading experience. Is it? Joe Jernigan, am I talking the truth here? Tell me, just tell me you understand what I'm saying, at least, Joe. I need Joe Jernigan to understand. Do you understand me, Joe? Please, somebody. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Oh, Rex, you're watching on the app. It works great. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. Yes, guys, we have an app. You can download the app right now on any Android smartphone system. Go to your Google Play Store, search for Live Trading Talk or Trading Talk with Oliver Velez. Boom, download the app and let's stay connected. Let's do this. All of you iPhone users, iOS platform users, give me 3 more days, 3 to 5 more days, and you'll be able to download it on your little iPhones and your little iPads and things of that nature as well. Had to do Android first. I'm an Android guy. I was an Apple guy. My whole family was Apple. But now I just take from Apple. I don't give anything back. I'm a Samsung guy now, actually. Yes, I'm a Samsung. Now, on the chat system, guys, I don't know which one is the most recent. Let me see. Oh, I see. It's at the bottom here. Okay. Yes. All right, cool. Okay, guys. Let's delve into the subject matter today. Drills that will have an immediate impact on your trading. Now, this is by no means a comprehensive list of all the drills that I've used over the past 20 years with my traders, but it is some of the really impactful ones. I mean, the ones that are really dear to my heart, and I want to share those with you. Now, a lot of people don't understand that when they come into this industry, they are looking to win. In fact, from the moment they step into the market, their job, their focus is on winning. And guess what I do when they come to me? I say, drop that nonsense. That's what all the other 92% of the people are doing. They're focused that way. But they're losers. So think about it. If everyone is trying to learn how to win, and 92% of them are wrong, shouldn't we go the other way? Doesn't it mean that that's wrong? Everyone is trying to learn how to win, but everyone's a loser. So that's wrong. You've got to learn how to lose first, traders. You don't learn how to win first. How idiotic is that if you really sit down and give it some thought? How can you learn how to win when you're a mess? When you know nothing? You're going to take this mess who knows nothing into the win column? No, you've got to learn how to lose first, to protect yourself first. Because once you learn how to lose properly, once you learn how to lose professionally, once you learn how to protect yourself, you can assure yourself a long enough life to mature into a master. Most people blow up before there's any hope or chance to even start moving in the direction of mastery, because they're trying to win first before they learn how to protect themselves first. You learn to attack after you learn how to defend. Protect your family first, then go out there and attack. Make sure your family's safe first, then go on the offensive. Make sure your finances will not get blown up first, then go out there and try to make $1 billion. But protect what you have. Learn how to be defensive first. So my first drill, one of the most important drills, is just that. And when I announce this drill to my beginning traders, I can imagine, I don't always see them because a lot of my training is online, but I can imagine their jaws dropping to the floor. And I say, traders, today, we're going to do one of the most important drills. We're going to conduct one of the most important drills that you will ever conduct in your life. And they get, oh, wow, Oliver's going to do one of his famous drills. They're ready. And I say, okay, here it is. And they say, yeah, give it to us, Oliver. Give it to us, Oliver. Okay, today, traders, your job is to lose money. Silence. They're like, what? Oliver, what? Yes, today's drill is to lose money. And they're like, you got to be kidding. Lose money, but I don't get it. Yes. Let me tell you this. Not only is today's goal to lose money, if anyone comes out of today with a positive number, with a gain, you will lose your trading privileges with me. Then it gets really serious. They're like, OMG. Oliver wants us to lose money. Then I start getting the jokes. Then it's like, okay, well, Oliver, I'll tell you what. I'm very skillful at that. You want me to lose? You're talking to the wrong guy. And I said, well, we'll see about that. So there we go. Drill 1. Let's turn this mother upside down. Let's go 180 degrees in the opposite direction. You have tried your entire life to go in the profit direction, haven't you? How has that worked for you, trader? How has that worked for you, sir? How has that worked for you, ma'am? All your trading life, you have tried to go in the direction of profitability. And here you are. So it hasn't done you any good, right? So now let's stop that nonsense and let's go the other way. Let's go and try to lose money. Now, that's the first part of the drill. So then I say, okay, for the next hour, we're going to trade for an hour. And you better come back at the end of the hour with a negative. Now, a lot of times we're doing this on the simulator, of course. You know what I'm saying? But it's simulated trading with a purpose. It's not demo trading with no purpose. That doesn't do anyone any good. It's with a purpose. It's a drill. It's a skill. So now the traders start trading. And guess what, listeners? Many of them start winning. Oh my God, I'm winning. Oliver, what do I do? What do I do? And then I say, see, you can't even lose money correctly. How crazy is that? I give you the job of losing money, and now you can't even do that correctly. It's true. It's true. It happens. So then they start to understand that, you know what, losing money is just as difficult when you want to lose as making money. It's interesting that it is not winning that's hard. It's the mental objective. If I change the objective, now that objective becomes difficult. If I change the objective to winning, winning becomes difficult. If I change the objective to losing, losing becomes difficult. It's all in your mind. It's mental. Now, 90% of the people are making money. And what's interesting is that you can't trick yourself into doing this. You can't say, you know what, then Oliver, you're right. You gave me an idea that if I lose 92% of the time or 85% of the time, then whenever I want to buy, I'll stop myself and then I'll sell. And whenever I want to sell, I'll stop myself, then I'll buy. But it doesn't work that way, because then your mind will outsmart that system. Your mind will pretend like it wants to buy, but it really wants to sell, and it will ultimately do what it wants to do. The ego is a slippery slope. It's a slippery little devil. This can only be done with an outside force like me. This can only be done with a guide. This can only be done with an instructor or a mentor. You can't do it on yourself. You understand? You can't drill yourself in a way. It doesn't work that way. Your ego will outsmart your attempts to do these things on yourself. And so, drill one, lose money. Now, let me talk to you a little bit about refining drill one. So when I do that first hour, we're going to lose money for the first hour. And you better be negative at the end of an hour. I don't care what you have to do, you got to be negative. In fact, the biggest negative is going to get a prize. And they go out and trade, and all of a sudden they start, oh man, I'm messing up. I'm making money. What happened? Oh my God, I'm up really big now. And then somebody said, no, I'm in losing trade. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to hold this one. I want the prize. All right, so now this is good. This is good. All of this is good. So then after the hour, we make our little assessment, and we find the winner. We'll say something like Randy Barrigan is the winner. He lost the most. Let's give a big round of applause. Let's do it, guys. Let's give a big round of applause to Randy. He's the biggest loser of all. Yes. Yeah. Randy, you've got the big L award, my friend. So then after that, right, what we do is we refine that drill. So, okay, now, guys, we're going to lose money. And I'm going to stop the music now because we're getting into really serious part of the topic now. Now, you're not just supposed to lose money with this next drill. That's too loose. I started you just to warm you up, getting used to losing. Now, let's lose a specific dollar amount. And everyone starts getting kind of a little excited. Wow, that's interesting. Like, what do you mean? Like lose $100, lose $500, like that? Like, sort of, but that's a little too easy. We're going to lose $17.45. Everybody's like, what? Yes. We're going to lose $17. And I'm just using this number as an example. It can be any number. But we're going to lose $17.45. And I want the trader who hits this on the nail, or if no one hits it on the nail, the closest one gets the prize. $17.45. Now, listeners, let me try to make you thoroughly understand what this entails. Have you any notion the skill, the precision, the timing, the size proportion of your trade that you have to be at the top of your game to accomplish this? That you can, remember, you can only trade a minimum of 100 shares, and professional traders cannot trade odd lots. I'm not quite sure how many of my listeners understand that, but you cannot, as a pro trader today, it is against the law for a professional trader to trade less than 100 shares. Odd lots are for novices and retail traders. Pros cannot trade less than 100 shares. My traders are professionals. So they can only do a minimum of 100 shares. But how do you take a position for 100 shares in the stock market and have it deliver $17.45 or close to it? So even if you get into a 100 share position and it moves against you like you want it to, it moves into negative territory, you've got to cut it really close So your execution skills come into play. You've got to, when it's right there at $17.40, boom, you've got to get filled when it's on that penny. So the amount of alertness that the trader starts to get used to mustering goes through the roof. The speed of execution you start to practice. The keystrokes, remember, professional traders do not trade with the mouse. Novice traders trade with mouses. My traders trade with the keyboard. We have hotkeys. A hotkey trader will outtrade a mouse trader any day, any hour, any second of the day, of the week, of the year. I will put a hotkey trader against a mouse trader any moment of the day. So the speed of their hotkey execution, the precise timing, the level of alertness goes through the roof. The watching of specific market makers and how to pick them off. The control of your share sizing. So let me tell you how I normally make it more challenging. I say you have to open a position with 200 shares. What? Oliver, what do you mean? 200 shares and I got to lose $17.45? Yes. Now, you can change that. You can drop 100 shares. You can even add 100. You can add to the two. You have to open your position up with 200 shares. Now, you can add and go to 300, go to 400, go to 500, or you can go down to 100. But you have to start the position with 200. So now, share sizing. The skill of share sizing. So maybe they start off with the 200 to get to close to 17 really fast. Then they drop 100. Okay, let me get rid of this 100. Let me cover or sell this 100. Now I've got 100 left. So now it moves slowly. So it's like, you can go fast, close. You can go fast toward the 17, but once you're like 15, 16, maybe you don't want to be fast because you can overshoot 17.45. So now you cut your position in half. Let me get rid of 100. Boom. So now share sizing and trade management starts to come into play. How beautiful this is. How many novices out there sloshing around in chat rooms, watching CNBC are practicing these things? Oh, they're reading, of course, all day long. Oh, yes. But are they practicing these things? No. And why are they practicing? Well, they're novices. That's why they aren't practicing these things. They don't know. So imagine all this drill calls into action so many of the important elements of proper trading. Speed, precision, execution at the right moment, watching the specific market makers and which one you're going to pick off, share sizing, trade management, slowing things down. Oh, you practice this for a week? And you won't even be able to recognize yourself. You'll be like, who is this trading? Oh my goodness. You'll say to yourself, Oliver Velez, who are you and where have you put Oliver Velez? I mean, it will have that big of an impact on your total skill level because it works everything, this drill. There is something magical, and words don't do justice in terms of capturing the true essence and importance of what it accomplishes. But when you change your paradigm, when you flip something upside down, something extra happens. By going to the losing column, by making the loss your goal, you are changing your paradigm. You all of a sudden are equipped with a completely different set of eyes. You start to see things instantly differently, clearly. It's almost like, whoa, I was blind before. Why am I seeing so clearly? Why do I feel more alive trying to trade for a loss than I do trying to trade for a win? Why do I seem more alert? Why do I seem sharper? Why do I seem like a better trader when Oliver tells me, now create a $17.45 loss? Why do I feel smarter? Why do I feel like I'm more on top of things, that I'm skillful? Something magical happens when you change your paradigm, when you create an interrupt in your system, in your approach. Someone telling you now we're going to lose money is an interrupt. You stop dead in your tracks like, what? We need interrupts in our lives. You can get in a groove that's so deep that you can really be simply existing and not living anymore. Your rut is so deep that you have just lost vibrancy, lost the ability to see. The rut determines the direction and the flow and the movement and everything. But when someone changes the rut, breaks it apart, destroys your routine, shakes you up, tilts you upside down, empties your pockets, all of a sudden you become alive again. Something happens. It's magical. These drills accomplish this and so much more, traders. Oh, they're priceless. Okay. Drill number 3. Another very special one. I'm drinking my Colombian coffee here. Drinking my Colombian coffee. How many of you guys are following me on Periscope? I hope many of you are. I'm trading live on Periscope daily. Guys, give me just a moment here because we're going to get to drill number 3. What's the date? The 30th? Oh, yes, it is. It is the 30th. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. A great day. So, drill number 3 is another very, very special drill. And as I've mentioned before, hi Periscope, I'm periscoping during my radio show. How cool is that? We live in the best technological world right now. It's amazing. It's amazing. Embrace it, traders. Embrace it. So, guys, check this out. Drill number 3 deals with something that is so shocking that it trips almost every single trader up the first time they go through this drill or even get exposed to this drill, right? Hi, it's crazy. So get ready because it might have the same effect on you. There are days when I will take groups of traders And I will say, today, your accounts have been rearranged. Your daily maximum allowable loss has been removed. So all of our traders, I want you to understand this, each one of our traders has a specific profile that is actually programmed into our system. So in that profile is a maximum dollar amount of a loss. Now that's different for each trader. One trader might have $300 as their maximum allowable loss. Another trader might have $1,200 as their maximum allowable loss for the day. It all depends on their level, how much money they're trading and what level of experience they have and so forth and so on, right? So I go in on this day and I say, all of your accounts have been rearranged, right? And you no longer have this maximum allowable loss for the day. It's been removed. Now, whatever your account size, some of you have account sizes of 200,000. Some of you have account sizes of the minimum 50. I start all traders off with 50,000. Some of you have worked yourself up to 2 million or 1 million or 800,000 or whatever the size of your account is. You no longer have a floor. Now, today, your job is to lose it all. What? They're like, Oliver, have you just actually lost your mind? Oh, no, I haven't. This is our function today. This is our goal today. This is what we must do today. We must lose it all. I mean, to zero. Don't leave $1. Don't leave $5. Don't leave anything. I want you to go to zero. I want whatever the size of your account is, you must end the day zero. Now, the individual who gets the biggest prize is the one who goes to zero the first, the fastest. The faster you can lose your entire account, the better you are today. And it trips them up, traders. It blows their mind. But it creates an excitement too. You know, there's no excitement like when you give a trader the permission to lose. It's pretty incredible. They get like little giddy children, you know? Oh, wow. Gee, Daddy Oliver said we can lose now. We can lose. Yeah, we're going to lose. We're going to lose. Yeah. Are you ready? We're ready to lose. Then when they start, they realize, oh, shoot. This is really difficult. Like, wait a minute. How am I going to actually get this accomplished before the end of the day? You know, like after 2 or 3 hours, they're like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm not even close. Like I've lost some, but whoa, like all of it? Like, how do I do that? Now, they have to actually start to dig deep. They have to really start applying themselves. And what do I have to do to take the biggest losses? Because this after a couple of hours, they're taking little losses and they realize, like, in the beginning, it's like, cool, okay, I'm on my way. But after a certain period of time, they're like, wait a minute, I'm like 1/4 of the day finished and I'm not even close. I've got to step things up here. I've got to get to zero. And so now they're like, okay, so what do I have to do? I want you to try to put yourself into this mindset. What would you have to do? And now you dig so deep at the things that you're not supposed to do when you're really trading. You search for the things that you're not supposed to do when you're really trading. You want them you look for them. You embrace the wrong things. All of your life, you have run away from the wrong things. All of your trading life, you've been scared of the wrong things, scared to look at them. You've turned your back to the wrong things, almost like a scaredy cat. Like, I don't even want to look at the wrong things. They hurt me. They're a problem. You know what I'm saying? But now this makes you face the things that you do. Face the wrong things. Embrace the wrong things. Accept the wrong things. Know the wrong things. Become intimate with the wrong things and do the wrong things. Do them big to the point where you lose everything. There is something, traders, when you create this experience, you're building an incredible future. A future, traders, that you can't even imagine right now. You know? Traders, these drills are doing. Do you understand? These drills are not reading a book. When you have nothing on the line, you don't have anything on the line reading a book. There's no psychological demon that comes at you with all of its might reading a book. Or even looking at charts at night. Oh, wow, I spent the last 4 hours getting with blurry eyes and a bad bladder because I didn't even want to go to the bathroom. I was reading charts all night. There's no fear and greed tugging at you. Studying charts, the bars aren't moving. You don't have anything on the line. You don't have anything to lose. You don't get sweaty palms and sweat on the tip of your nose, and the hairs on the back of your neck don't stand up. You don't get butterflies. No, check that. You don't get elephants in your stomach when you're in a seminar. These things don't do anything. You've got to create doing, but doing with structure. Structured doing. Not just randomly placing trades. That doesn't do anything either. Who ever taught you to lose with a purpose? To actually make that the goal. Do you understand that winning trades happen all by themselves? Do you understand this? Winning trades happen all by themselves. They don't need your help. In fact, you don't do anything. You are a useless bystander in a winning trade. No one needs you. The market doesn't need your help. The stock doesn't need your help, or the futures contract, or whatever, or the currency pair, whatever you trade doesn't need you, doesn't care about you. Your only function is to stop a loss. That is it. You have no other importance in the equation of trading but to stop a loss. That's the only time the market needs your help. That's the only time you're called to act in a serious way. Now, some people say, well, Oliver, I'm called to take a profit. Yeah, but you can be stupid and sloppy taking a profit. Oh, wow, I was up $2. I fell asleep. Now I'm up $1.50. Okay, yeah, boo-hoo. Wow, tough luck. No, but wow, I was only down $25. Now I'm down $2,500. Wait a minute. That is a far more important job than taking a profit. You had better be the master of taking a loss properly before you're a master at taking a profit. Do you understand what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Am I making sense? you know, and you know, who's really interested in a message like this? It's not sexy. I've watched my Periscope numbers here go from, I don't know, maybe 150. I'm not quite sure what the number is, quite honestly. It's down to 40, 46, and it's going down. You know why? This message is not sexy. No, the masses don't want to hear this message. Give me the magic potion, Oliver, or shut up. It's crazy. Come on, man. Give me a system. What system do you trade on? Where can I buy it? Where can I get it? How much is it? They don't want to know about work. Nobody cares about, oh, you mean I have to practice drills? What is this? I thought I just have to press a few buttons and I'm a millionaire. But thank God for them, right? I mean, everyone can't do the right thing. We wouldn't have the people to take the other side of our trades if everyone did the right thing. That the opportunity would greatly be diminished if more people did the right thing, you know? All right? All right, thanks for joining in Periscope. Thank you. Listen to the show. Spreaker.com/OL Velez 007. Listen to the show. Download the app on Google Play as well. Ciao. But that's what I'm talking about, guys. Listen, you're not going to find this in a lot of places. If you do, they're just one of my former students or my former traders. If there's anything similar to this, that's not a pat on my back. It's just reality. I just have not come across. I haven't come across many people with almost 30 years in the trading business either. So that could be a very big part of it as well. So I've shared up until this point 3 drills. The first general one, we're losing money in the next hour. That's it. Your goal is to lose money, any amount. But do not dare be positive. Now, to make that, some people get lucky. So when I have traders that get lucky, they take a trade and they get lost and they go, okay, I'm done. My trade lasted 7 seconds. I'm at a loss. I'm stopping until the hour. I'm done. No, I said, no, that's not the spirit of the drill. So now you have to take 10 trades in an hour or more, no less than 10, and have a negative balance at the end of an hour. So now it can't be just luck. One trade, they got lucky. I want them to lose with purpose, to lose with skill, to lose with forethought. You understand? It's not just to get lucky with one trade. There it is. I produced a loss. No. You need to trade the hour. Take various trades in the hour and come up negative on purpose. Then, traders, right? You take that drill to the next level. Lose this amount, $17.45 or $82 and $82.50 or something like that, you know? And then there's lose the entire account today. You've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Markets open. Go. What? Yeah. Yes. Lose the entire thing. But Oliver, I don't understand. Do you understand the word lose? Of course you do. You do it very frequently. Now lose everything. Seriously? Yes. Everything. All right, if you say so. then they understand how hard that is. They understand what skill is necessary to have. They start focusing on all the things that you're not. All right, so they're like, okay, how do I mess up on purpose? How do I do something so bad that it will hurt the account? And so change their paradigm. Their whole existence is running away from that. Now, sometimes you conquer a thing by stopping and saying, you know what, I'm tired of running from you. You turn around and you face the thing that you've been running from, face the thing that you've been avoiding, face the thing that you've been fearful of, and look it dead in its eyes and say, you know what, I'm tired of running. Now, we're going to go toe-to-toe right now. And I don't know if I'm going to win or lose, but I'm not running anymore. And all of a sudden, what you've been fearful of usually says, huh? I'm going to do that sound again. What you've been running from usually stops, and you're talking to it. And after you finish talking, you're like, I'm not running anymore. And the thing says, huh? Then you realize, sure, this is not as scary. You know, there's something that happens also when let's say a trader actually accomplishes losing the whole account. Something psychologically clicks too, where you put that experience, even though it was on purpose, you put that experience under your belt. That experience is now yours. And now you can't be as fearful of it. Man, what if I destroy my account? You can't be as fearful of it anymore. Even if it were done on purpose in a drill, it's really very special, traders. It's special. Now, guys, I know you're sitting patiently in the chat portion of the radio program, and I am going to take individual questions once I go through the drill. So just hold your questions for the moment, hang out, and I promise you I'm going to take your questions. And anyone out there in Radio Land listening right now who wants to participate, you can join the chat at Spreaker.com/OLVelez007. I think you have to follow in order to do that. I'm not quite sure, but you can join the chat and engage with me live on the show. Become a part of history. It's cool. All right. So these things do accomplish some very, very deep. They accomplish some very deep things. They really do, these drills. They rock you at your foundation. They turn you upside down when sometimes, we need ourselves turned upside down. Sometimes you need to just, you know what? I'm going to be perverse and go completely in the opposite direction. You expand your world that way. It also makes you think differently. The truth is usually in the opposite direction of what the vast majority believe. It usually is. And if it's not totally in the opposite, it's usually in the middle. But it's either in the middle, usually, of two extreme thoughts or beliefs or ideas. The truth is normally resting somewhere in the middle. And it leans, if it's not exactly in the middle, it usually leans to the smaller group. If the groups are even, it's usually in the middle. I think Republican. No, I think Democrat is probably in the middle. I think tall. I think short, probably in the middle. That's my experience in life, that the truth usually is in the middle of two extremes, if the two extremes are equal. And if they're not equal, it's close to the middle, but leans toward the smaller group. That's just my lifelong experience and sort of my little thing for finding the truth for myself. So sometimes to get in the middle where the truth resides, you've got to swing all the way to the other side. Sometimes to see something clearer, like you're an adamant believer in something, and other people are arguing the opposite view of yours. Sometimes you've got to create an interrupt with yourself. Otherwise, you're just another raving idiot. And you've got to go all the way to their side. You've got to almost go past. You've got to become even more of what the person arguing with you. You've got to become more. You've got to go to their belief more than they do. Swing it all the way. You ever think of a pendulum? A pendulum swings to the left and then to the right, left and then to the right. But if it's to the right, in order to get it to settle in the middle, you don't try to swing it to the middle. You swing it past the middle so that it can come back and maybe settle in the middle. So you swing it too far to the other side first. So this is what these drills accomplish. They swing you to the other side. They swing you to the lost side. And after a period of time, you settle in the middle. You were far to the right first. Then you went far to the left. You were focused on only winning. Now you're focused on only losing, and you settle in the middle. Now I have both balanced. Who would have thought that learning how to win is born from learning first how to lose? But it's true. Nature shows us this truth in all of its ways. You put a seed down first, and then it grows up. It goes down into the darkness, down into the dirt. It goes below the surface first before it can ever have a hope of coming and bursting through the surface and becoming this mighty tree, this mighty oak. But first it goes down. Nature shows us you go down first, then you go up. Traders lose first. They learn how to lose first, then they go up. A basketball player squats first, then he leaps. It is darkest first before dawn. I mean, nature shows us that this is the rule or the law of life. Down first. And if you try to buck this rule and go up first, boy, will your crash to the downside be almost unbearable. Don't try to buck this. Don't try to fight Mother Nature. It doesn't work that way. I hope you understand what I'm saying. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay. I got 2 more, maybe 3, depends upon our time. But I've got 2 more for you, at the very least. We've talked about the 3 drills on losing. Let me give you some on the winning side, because yes, you do, despite how important learning how to lose properly is. In fact, it is the most important. That doesn't mean that you should not be practicing the winning side as well. So on the winning side, I have some very interesting drills, and these are by no means, again, exhaustive. I have a ton of drills that I have used for many years on traders. And these is just a small taste, all right? But the first profit drill is you get into a winning trade. You take a trade, and it moves in your favor. Nice. We all want that, right? We buy Apple, boom, Apple takes off right away. We had those trades yesterday and today in Apple. We bought Apple off the open yesterday. Boom, it just went straight up. We shorted Apple today off the open. Boom, my traders, we were instantly in profitable territory. Just went straight down. All right. So a lot of traders want that initial, I enter and boom, it goes in my desired direction. When you get a trade like that, the drill is do not sell for a profit until you get the second move or you get stopped out. Now, listen to me very carefully, listeners. You have to imagine this in your mind's eye because I have no ability to demonstrate it for you in chart form or anything right now on the radio. You buy a stock like Apple, it goes up and you have a profit, but you can't take it. That's the drill. You must allow Apple to fall. But Oliver, I have a profit, so. But what if it falls and it drops all the way to my protective stop and now my gain that I have is now a loss? So let it happen. Are you sure? I'm sure. You can't take it. So now traders are like watching their stock go up. They're watching their P&L. They're like, oh my God, I'm up $800 now. But Oliver says, I can't take it. Oh, look at this. It's up 12. It keeps climbing. It's up 1,200. I could go home with 1,200. Can't take it. But when can I take it, Oliver? It has to drop first. Then after it drops, it must rally again. And you can take it on the second rally after the first drop. So now they must sit and wait, irrespective of what their P&L says, irrespective of how much profit they have. They cannot do a thing. They wait. And now here comes the decline. Now they watch their $1,200 go to $900. Oh, here it's happening. It's happening. 900, 800, 750. Oh no, I'm losing my gain. 650, 625, 500, 495, 500, 490, 510, 520. Uh-oh. 700. Oh, it's coming back. Yeah. 900. 1,100. 1,500. Yes. New highs, baby. 2,000. 2,100. Look at this thing go. Look at this thing go. Okay, now you can take it. And the drill, this purpose of this drill is to show and demonstrate and prove to a trader that most of the time, strength, real initial strength, follows through after the first pullback. Don't be like a little sissy and take it all on the first move and think you're a hero only to kick yourself the rest of the entire day and say, oh my God, look at what I could have had. I took a little tiny profit and look at this thing keep going and going and going. How many times has that happened to you? Whenever I hear that, I hear just one word from the trader: novice. Oh my God, I had it. Novice. They're saying, oh my God, I had it. I had the gain. I took a little gain. Now look at it. And all I hear is novice, Oliver, novice. I'm a novice. I'm a novice. I'm a novice. That's all I hear. That's what novices do. You will never, ever have any hope of being a big trader. I mean, a solid big trader who makes big money if you do not allow stocks and financial instruments to pull against you a little bit. You have to allow them to bend their knees. You have to give them room to dip against you or move against you a little bit. You can't be that exact. You can't be that exacting. You can't be that tough of a taskmaster. And I teach my traders this: the second move in a powerful trend is usually bigger than the first one. So live through that first pullback. Now, that drill is a bit extreme. Do you understand? That I don't allow them first to take anything. But Oliver, what if I'm up $4? So you can't take it until it first pulls back and you lose part of the $4, and then it goes back up. Then you can take. But what if it doesn't go back up, Oliver? What if I have $4 gain and then it goes down to 3 and then 2, then 1, and then I get stopped out at -1? Let it happen. So what? Then they start to see how few do that. Oh, yes, that'll happen. Then they'll start to see, wow, not many do that after an initial move of strength. And then many of them will start to see, wow, the second attempts by these stocks usually go bigger. Oh, thank you, Oliver. Thank you. You changed my life, Oliver Velez. You changed my life. You changed my life. It's powerful. Now, after they do that for a while, I refine that drill a little bit. And then I say, okay, let's not be so strict with it. I will let you take up to 1/2 of your position off the table. Take 1/2 of your profit, no more. You can take 1/4, you can take 1/5, but you can take anywhere from 0 up to 1/2, maximum 1/2 of your position. You can never eliminate your position on the first move. You can take half, but you can't eliminate. Novices eliminate. They're so happy to finally be in profitable territory and so fearful that it might slip away that they take it all. Novice, loser, piker, small time, penny ante trader who has no hope of ever becoming a big profitable trader. That's the action of a nobody. So now take half up to half and then let the other half live through the counter move. And then we take it to that revision where they can do both. Take a little taste. Now let's rock. Let's go for the gusto with the rest. And if you just took these 5 drills, the kind of 5 to 6, the losing ones I explained to you, and these 2 winning drills, it's important to do the first winning drill first, where you don't take anything. You got to get used to that first. Nothing on I don't care how profitable you are in that first move. You don't take it until it dips against you and then goes back up. And if you get stopped out and you lose all of the gain you had, so be it. Get used to it. You're building experiences now that will make you so beautiful in the future. Wow. Wow. You will walk down the street and people be like, my God, look at that beautiful human being. They won't even know why. You notice how a human being who does what they say they're going to do and are who they are with no apologies, they're beautiful. how rare is that kind of human being? There's a certain sparkle, a certain life that they emanate. They walk differently. There's a purpose in almost every bodily movement. Life bends to that type of human being. Life obeys that type of human being. That's the type of trader that these drills can help foster. The trader who does what they mean to do, what they say they're going to do. They do what they're supposed to do without thought, without hesitation, without a flutter of uncertainty. That each trading decision and act is infused with a power that is unmistakable. That it almost appears as though the market obeys their every will and whim. Even though that's not the case, it appears like that to outside onlookers. The trader who knows who he is, who she is, and does what she knows to do. You see, knowing what to do is no guarantee that you do it. I mean, how many people know that they're not supposed to steal? How many people know that they're not supposed to kill and murder? Look, how many people know they're supposed to take their stops? I mean, knowing what to do, that's not even halfway there. Shoot, in today's internet-based world, everybody knows. Not everyone does. It is the man of action that life respects and honors. It is the man of, or the woman of true action that the market yields to. You create your own experiences. And if you don't create them with purpose, they will be created for you. And what a mess that's going to be. But one way or the other, your future is being created every single moment of your existence. The beautiful thing is that you can create an interrupt in your tomorrow or create a change right now by grabbing your moments. The very next moment that is going to happen, that's yours. It is untouched. It's pure. It's unadulterated purity. Grab it with purpose. Do something. Do something with purpose and structure to have a direct impact on your tomorrow. I see it all the time. Oliver, man, you're amazing. You resonate with me. I can't believe it, this and that, but just words. No action. No anything. Tomorrow is the same day as today. But such is life. Life is broken up into the 90 to 88%. Guys, the general rule that is very commonly known is 80-20, right? 80% of the world is just regular, mediocre, living a life of mediocrity, and 20% aren't. But we know those are very generous numbers, right? My numbers are closer to reality. 92%, 8%. Be an 8%er. Starting today. You can do it right now. This next moment that is about to happen is not touched yet, but it's inextricably intertwined with a future moment. So do something in this moment that will ensure a desirable effect in a future moment that is going to come. It's like it's attached. The moment now is attached to a moment that's coming. Now, if you do that every moment, then you can create a string of future moments that just keep hitting you. Boom. Wow, that was an amazing moment. Here's another amazing moment. Wow, I'm just living a life of amazing moments, amazing moments. Oh my goodness, my life is so amazing. My life is so amazing. You can create an avalanche. Do this for several years, and my God, you will have future moments that just like people will look at your life and your life will be like, dude, man, I just can't believe you live a life like that. That's crazy. It's true. I'm telling you. I teach my children this. I've taught my children this their whole lives. They're like, yes, Dad, we know. Yes, Dad, we know. Grab your moment today. Guys, there is only what? 1 day left, really? That's crazy. 1 day and a quarter left in the year 2015. Why don't you do something that will have a huge impact on your 2016, but do it now? Some of you should actually explore. Explore right now with an email to journey@ifundtraders.com. Now, what this will do, no one's going to contact you. You will get an automated email back to you. This email will explain all the details associated with my Kickstart program. That's what it's called, Kickstart Trading Program. I am out to give a kickstart to anyone who wants to give this the old college try, trading seriously for a living. Now, it's a journey. That's what I call a journey at iFund Traders. It's not like, oh, wow, you mean I'm going to be rich tomorrow? No, it doesn't happen like that. But you can kickstart, turnkey everything you need from money, capital, training, guidance, time with me. Try it. Stop wondering I wonder if this is right for me. Just know if it's right for you. It may not be. Try it for a month. Try it for 2 months. Try it for 3 months. Try it for a year. But do something. I call it kickstart because I sometimes just want to kick you in the back of your pants too. Do something. Grab your now, so that a future now in 2016 is different, better, higher. And let me tell you something. It's always scary to take a step into the future. We talk about it. We pretend it's not scary, but it's scary. There's a risk there. But here's, in my opinion, how you can help yourself with whether or not you feel that you're doing the right thing. If something resonates with you at a level that is deeper than is normal, like if something touches you in a way that's like, you know what, I've never been touched like that before, that's for you. That's not a mistake. That's not something cerebral. That's not coming from sitting down and doing a mathematical equation. That's hitting you somewhere in your soul. That is reaching a level at the fiber level of your being. There is something connecting at the subatomic level. Call it what you may, but most things in life don't hit us there. But when they do, you should pay attention. When something rocks you in a way that nothing else really has, like, or rarely has. When you have an aha moment about something that, wow, is like an epiphany, like it's almost a life-changing epiphany, like, oh my goodness, what a flash of light. That's for you. Do something. Let's make 2016 very special. My name is Oliver Velez, and I am your trader for life.